it's Miss Laura from Madison Public Library, and this week I'm back with another fun craft. We will be making these cute little mini scarecrows, primarily out of empty toilet paper rolls, and it's very simple and fun craft, and you'll be able to use your craft kit. I have them lined up here. You'll be able to pick them up over the course of the week before the video airs. And you'll each have an instruction sheet, and what's included in the craft kit will be an empty toilet paper roll, some straw, a little felt flower, 2 googly eyes, and then the 4 pieces of construction paper that you'll need. And then from home, you'll need some tape, a pink crayon or colored pencil or marker, it's up to you, a black marker, like a Sharpie or something, and then you might need scissors for anything that needs to be trimmed up. So now, the first step, we will fold our little paper hat for our scarecrow. So you'll be taking your piece of brown paper and folding it vertically in half. So that it looks like this, and then you'll be folding it in half again, this way, vertically again. And then you want to make sure the opening here is at the bottom. Then we'll open it back up, so we just made a nice crease there to use as a guiding line for folding the triangle part of the hat. So we're going to take each of the top corners and we're going to fold them in so that they line up with the center fold here. So I'll demonstrate that. So that it looks like this when you're done, and it doesn't really matter if they line up at the bottom because we're not going to be able to see that once we fold the bottom flaps up. So that is the final step, is we'll fold up each side here like this, and then and we've got another visitor. One moment, please. Okay, now I folded up each side of it, so it looks like this on either side, and either one can be the front of the hat, and then all you have to do is open it up and give it some pulls on either side to make sure it stays in place and is, you know, folded out, and that is your hat. And he is back on the table for some more fun. And now we will take our toilet paper roll here and we'll grab our piece of blue construction paper, and then all you have to do is wrap it around what will be the bottom of your scarecrow, and this will be like the little, act as the little denim overalls. Then you just tape it in place. And you want to tape it together where you want the back of the scarecrow to be. And then to make sure, since it slides a little bit, we just want to add another piece of tape so that it sticks onto the toilet paper roll. And I'm folding it under so that the blue paper doesn't slide. Now, you can take your little piece of yellow paper and you're going to cut a little square out of it. Like we have on here, it's the little clothing patch. So you can just do a little square, a rectangle, it's really up to you. And then you kind of want to put it wherever the front of the scarecrow will be, and you can do it you can put it on at any angle, it's up to you. Okay, so I did manage to find some glue, and that'll just be much better for putting on the googly eyes. So you just do a little bit of glue on each one. And then you just stick them into place. And then it'll look like that when you're done. Now we can cut out a little tiny orange nose. And you probably can tell we've got another cat on the table. They're very rambunctious today. So we're gonna just cut out a really tiny little triangle out of the orange paper, and that will be the nose. So you can dab on a little bit of glue here, and then stick your nose on. And it'll look like this. Now it's time to draw on our stitched mouth of our scarecrow. You can trace this on with a pencil if you want beforehand, just in case, but I'm just gonna do a little freehand scarecrow smile here. Looks like that, and then I'm just gonna darken it in and then add some stitches to it. And I just finished drawing the mouth, and it should look like this when you're done. And now you're going to find a marker or a crayon in the color pink, and we're gonna draw on some rosy cheeks. Okay, these rosy cheeks are a little bit off-centered, but that is okay. That part is totally optional. You don't have to draw on the little rosy cheeks if you don't want to. Okay, now that that is done, it's time to take our hat and our hair, and this is going to be the tricky part because we have to take pieces of this and tape or glue it on to our hat so that it looks like hair. So what I'm going to do is take a long piece of tape, and I'm going to just stick some pieces of the straw onto it. And so I'll just keep doing this until I get to the end of the tape, and then I'm just going to secure it in place on the hat, sticking out from the back here. Okay, so now that I finished putting on the straw onto my tape, I'm actually going to add another piece of tape at the top so that it sticks a little better, like at the top of the first piece of tape here. And then I'm just going to go ahead and tape that into the back of my hat. And it'll look like this in the back, and then I'm just going to do another row of tape to fill in over here, and then it'll just be a matter of adding in a little bit more tape with the straw at the front of the hat, and then you're going to leave a little space up top so that it doesn't cover up our scarecrow's face. Okay, so I did that taping technique and went right around the sides here, and I also, it was very long, so I just decided to trim it up. And so you can trim it up as much as you want, try to make it look a little more like straw. Then we're gonna try on our hat, and it'll look something like this. With this paper straw, it looks a little more like hair than straw on a real scarecrow, but it still looks cute. So then you can leave it on like this if you want, but you can also tape it or glue it so that it sticks onto our scarecrow and doesn't move. Okay, so I did a little piece of tape at the top of the hat, and it keeps it in place. And we've got both of our little scarecrow guys here, and the flower is missing. So you can take your little felt flower and then stick it to whatever side of the hat that you want. Okay, so we just stuck the flower on. And now we have both of our little scarecrow people. And that's all it takes to put together this craft. And I hope you had fun while making it, and that you've been enjoying these take-home craft kits in general. And thanks for watching. I hope you guys join us at the library sometime soon to make an appointment, or join us virtually for some other programming. Once again, I'm Miss Laura, the Youth Services Librarian, and I'll see you again next week. Bye!